Hey guys, it's John V3IPS. So I placed an order. Wow, I can't believe the amount of stuff on the Chelegance website right now. They've added a lot more goodies, perfect for portable radio operators. So, excuse me, I placed my order and it didn't take long, less than a week. I got my shipment. So the only reason we're unboxing this is because there's a bunch of stuff in here that we want to check out. So let's take a look at here. So as you guys know, I got the MC-750. That's the vertical, the 599 shortwave dipole antenna, the V dipole. That one uses telescopic whips. It also has wire elements. There are two 17-foot stainless steel whips. Telescopic, they have an M10 thread on it, so they do not apply to the North American standard of the 38-24 stud. Same with the MC-750. In fact, the whip that comes with the MC-750 is not a 17-foot whip. It is a shorter whip, but you can use it on other bands. So what we ordered here was, and it all comes in a nice little box, is an adapter. So now this adapter takes the SO239, so I can use the same mount that I have that I'm using with some of my other portable antennas that have that type of mount, typically from Japan, right? This one here's got a 3/8" -24 stud. So now I have an adapter that allows me to use one of the telescopic whips with the 599 and use that as a quarter wave on 20 meters or quarter wave on the other bands and have that mounted on a mag mount on my car for using that same amount of mount. And then there's also the spade lugs for it. So great item to have in your kit, and that's where it's going, right into my kit. That's going to be my Chelegance Go box. This is how you extend the, excuse me, the range of your Chelegance investment. You've spent money on these antennas. Obviously, you have the mast as well too. Now add the other bits and pieces that the team at Chelegance sat around and came up with. So here's another one. This one is SO239 as well. Same type of adapter, except it is an M10. So this takes the M10 threads. So this one you can use with the Chelegance telescopic whip antennas. The other one here, you're going to use this with your traditional antennas like a CB whip, for example. Or a 102-inch whip, or an AT271 telescopic military whip. So 3/8 to SO239. This one takes the M10. Okay, so nice little box here so it doesn't get lost. In fact, I think I can put both of those adapters into the same box. So the other item that we got here is a new item. This is a base plate, and this allows this to be used with this one here. He's got it for the MC-750 antenna, which is the vertical whip antenna. So this base plate allows you now to add more radios. So if you wanted to add as many as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, I think is on here. It's probably easier to count the plastic. Yeah, 12. Okay, so we got 12 really beefy lugs. This is going to be great to solder these up together. I'm going to use some DX Engineering wire, the DX10. It's the same wire DX Commander has made for use in radios. And it takes the cold really, really well, so it doesn't stiffen up. And that's a reason why I'm using the softer plastic on the DX10 wire, but that wire is also stranded number 18 gauge. So here's an additional base plate that I can use with the antenna in order to improve my ground radials. The other adapter we have here is another mount adapter kit. This is for an M10 mount to mount to another adapter. So I got a bunch of different options here that allow me to use different antennas for different components. So I have that. The other adapter I have here is some more adapters here. And again, this is going to take different shredding. So 3/8-24 to M10. So we have the adapter. So now I can use my MFJ telescopic whip that I have, and I can use that with my Chelegance products. Okay, so we got that in there as well too. See all these little bits of adapters and additional pieces. This just speaks to the flexibility and the additional components that you can add to your Chelegance system. Okay, so what do we got here? Well, here's a magnet mount. What do I want to do with this magnet mount? I want to use this magnet mount. I want to use this with the telescopic whip that I have on the 599. That'll give me a quarter wave magnet mount sitting on the top of the roof of my car. And then here's the adapter plug that goes for it here. So for the 336 mount. So that goes with that. 3 magnets, going to hold very well. Nice rubber plastic coating. This isn't going to damage any paint on your car. And probably, if anything, these are slightly loose. I think I'm just going to tighten these up, make sure everything's tight so they don't have an issue with them coming apart. I think this is fine. Yeah, that's fine. So mobiling, parks on the air, and just making contacts and stuff like that when I'm on the highway. I got a couple of mobile radios that I want to try out in the car. I'm going to be using this in a fixed position. I'm going to use the 17-foot whip. And in a mobile position, I'm going to use a shorter whip. So that'll be something we'll figure out. So let's see that. Oh, no, it doesn't fit in my box. I'm going to have to go up to the next size up in the ammo box. Okay, so this is all coming together. The other thing I got was this new coax. It's RG142, pre-wired. It's about 15, 16 feet. So this is a nice pairing, keeping things lightweight and applicable to portable operations. And it's got the SO239 connector on it. So ideally, I can put this on this mag mount and use this as the coax cable for it. Or I can also use the different adapters for it. So we'll have some time to play with that later on, but this would make a nice scenario. I can also use this as an extension cable with one of my antennas as well too, with a jumper cable. So it'd be something you could have out in the field. Sometimes you're a bit short. Okay, and the last item in the box here is rails. So you know, on the 705, I went through a couple of different things in order to get the rails right. And the last ones I had now for my FT891, I was going to have the portable zeros. I have those on my FT818. Problem with that is at the end of it, they flare out. And it's having difficulty in going in some of the bags I have, specifically some Gigapart pouches I got from their Traveler Explorer series line of backpacks and padded pouches for ham radio equipment. I also had a couple of different versions of 3D printed, and they all broke. So I'll do a separate video on that. So I'm not happy with 3D printed rails or anything for ham radio. They just haven't been working or lasting for me unless they're done on a very, very expensive machine with a very, very high grade plastic. But for the hobbyist and cottage operator, garage store operator, those guys, I don't think they're rugged because I've had them break. So I saw the Chelegance ones. They're very light, very thin, and they're straight. So I think they're going to work out perfectly for the way I'm going to set it up. So I'll do a separate video on that. Of course, it comes with all the hardware. So there's the package of goodies. Chelegance also makes some Pelican boxes, one for the 891 and the 705 if you want to install your radios in those type of boxes. There's some great advantages to that. Take a look at that on their website. It might be something that's going to work for you. So there you go. I'm building out my next step in my Chelegance journey. I started off with the vertical whip. Excuse me. I've taken this overseas with me to Europe, even Aruba. The 599 is the upward V dipole, inverted V wire dipole. Comes with a mast that's a heavy-duty mast for it. I've been using that a lot as well too. So I've made tons of contacts with those two antennas. Now I can start using these components with the jaws clamp or a CB mount or something else that I have set up. And now I can also use these components, primarily the telescopic whip. I can use that now with a magnet mount and use that on my car. So I think we'll have some fun doing some quick activations as well as some HF mobiling. As you know, 10 meters has been open lately. Great contacts, and even 6 meters is opening as well too. So I have the ability of doing a 6 meter mobile or the rest of the bands using a telescopic whip. And this is stationary mobile. You're in your car, you're at the park, you're not touching any trees, you're not touching the ground, everything's all self-contained in your parking spot. Also perfect for HOA, right? Pull in your driveway, put the antenna on your car, make your contacts, put everything away. Nobody can come and tell you because it's mounted on your car. So that's a way I think I would get away with the HOA police. So there you go, some money well spent. Again, continuing my investment in Chelegance antennas. I've had no issues. I've owned this equipment for the 750 for sure a couple of years. I think over a year on the 599, no issues with rust, no issue with any damage or anything like that. I do look after my stuff, and I'm careful when I pull the whip, extend the telescopic whip in and out. So with the addition of a bunch of accessories here, guys and girls, you can have yourself a lot of fun and take advantage of using what you have with a few more components to expand your fun and capability in portable ham radio operation. 73s, guys, this is all